Hi, I'm TJ, and in this video, I'll be giving you 5 tips to help you build better projects for your coding portfolio. But first, make sure that you subscribe to this channel and like this video to help me continue making content like this for you. Now, when it comes to job searching as a software engineer, it's very important that you have projects in your portfolio that show that you know how to code. But not just that, it's very important that these projects try to mimic production level applications as much as possible. So these tips are going to help you do just that. Tip number 1, make sure that you use an external authentication service to handle logging in users into your application. Not only does this save users from having to create yet another username and password information for your application, but it also helps you to avoid the possibility of being hacked and leaking user password information. And ultimately, those are the 2 main reasons that most companies use external authentication services. The most popular options that you've probably seen around are sign in with Google or sign in with Facebook, sign in with Twitter, LinkedIn. Those are what I mean by external authentication services. Now, step number 2, integrate with an external API for data. Working with APIs is a very important skill to have as a software engineer because most of your work will revolve around either interacting with an API to retrieve information or to send information. Integrating external APIs into your application is a good way for you to practice real-world scenarios and to also show hiring managers that you know how to integrate external data into your application. Step number 3, write tests for your code. Most production level applications have automated testing in place to help reduce the chances of pushing bugs into production. So writing tests is a very important part of the software development process and the mark of a good engineering team. Also, a lot of junior engineers don't write tests for their projects on their portfolio, so this is another great way for you to stand out from the rest. Now, step number 4, write a good Readme for your application. If a hiring manager is looking through the projects on your portfolio, a good Readme will help them to quickly understand how the app works and what's going on. Having a good Readme also shows that you understand the value of good documentation, and trust me, good documentation is very important for every engineering team to have. Now, step number 5, the last but definitely not the least, make sure that you write good Git commit messages for your application. A good Git commit message clearly states the what and why regarding the code that you are pushing up. And trust me, people definitely read through your Git commit messages, so make sure not to leave any curse words in there or write any one-word Git commits. So that's it. The goal of all of these tips is to make hiring managers feel like you are already doing production level work on your own, which will now make them feel a lot more comfortable taking you on in the team. So make sure that you incorporate these 5 tips into your code projects to help you stand out and to hopefully improve your job search.